Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start it off by giving all the glory and infinite praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah HaKadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Akim now pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom and Yahweh Shema Shai Brakathon. So this going to be a quick lesson, getting straight to the point. I don't plan on it being hella long or anything of that nature. All right, but basically what I'm gonna get into is, how the Lord been sending out judgment, a lot lately. The Lord been taking a lot of souls from the earth, in these past few weeks. What I'm gonna probably entitle this lesson is, while y'all focused on bullshit, the Lord is judging. All right, probably something to that effect, because this is all our people is focused on. With it being a so-called, new year, our people's mindset is the same shit every year. New year, new me. I'm running up the bag, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know how Jake is. You know what I'm saying? We around the time of the Super Bowl, so this is what Jake mindset is on. Niggas is just docile, which is nothing wrong with watching it, keeping up with the shit, but it's just like, if that's your main focus, then it's like, damn, bro, what is you really doing? Because the whole time y'all worrying about this, something that don't matter, the shit is rigged. Hey, the Lord is out here snatching, 20, 30, even 70 souls at a time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that plane crash, and I actually got it pulled up. I'm going to bring it up here in a minute. During the time of the playoffs, I don't even know if we still in the playoffs. I don't even keep up with this shit no more. But during that time, I think it was during the game, in the middle of a game, the Lord had crashed a Moabite plane and took 70 souls, man. And it was like 4 people missing, if I'm not mistaken. That's kind of a lot of people, just to go just like that. You know what I mean? And we know that according to the scriptures that ain't nothing. It's gonna be, people dropping by the bulk, man, by the thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions, you know what I mean? That's how serious, the times that we coming into and that we living in are, man. You know what I'm saying? Because with this being the end, that mean the Lord really finna turn it up on a whole different level. Something that we ain't never seen before, known as Jacob's trouble. And even before we enter into Jacob's trouble, you gonna have crazy shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just saw this clip of this I'm gonna say tranny. Fuck it, just like that. This tranny, she walked in, or he, walked into a 7-Eleven with an axe and was whacking people with it. Split a dude jaw open with it and shit. And, just think about, what kind of spirit, somebody had to have them just to walk in a 7-Eleven in broad daylight with an axe. And these dumb motherfuckers see it and they're not even moving. You know what I mean? If I see somebody with an axe, I'm gonna move, because ain't no telling what dude on. You know what I'm saying? But they stand there, and of course it was the Lord, that had them just stand there because they was getting their judgment. You know what I mean? Then you got people that's out here, so-called, dying of sudden deaths, in which is, we know what that's from. You know what I mean? But the Lord has been sending out so much judgment that it's not even funny. You know what I mean? The shit is actually kind of scary, and it make you want to stay on, on your shit for the Lord. Because I was thinking the other night, I was, loose off the pimp juice. And I was just thinking like, damn, I gotta make sure I stay on my shit, because these times that we coming into, this shit gonna be scary. It's gonna be a lot scarier than what we think. You know what I mean? Just imagine, that vibration that you get off of looking at these these post-apocalyptic movies. You know what I mean? It's exciting, but the shit also got like a little scary vibration to it, because, hey, those are the times we're coming into. I'm talking about seeing people, getting judged heavily by the Lord, man. You know what I mean? Like, people dying gruesome deaths. You know what I'm saying? Like this one, what's it called it that I just saw? This one article, it was this Eve in Houston, if I'm not mistaken. She married Edomite, which that's what her ass get. You know what I'm saying? For, going and, turning into a different nation or turning to, marry a different nation, if that's what you want to call it. And basically, dude was an Edomite, and he chopped the damn head off. He decapitated, and they said that the scene was gruesome. You know what I mean? And it's nothing to you women. You getting ready to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like the other night, my mother, not the other night, it's probably like a week or so ago. Anyways, it's where I stay, it's a lot of junkies that be around here. And in the city I'm from, here in Lubbock, it's a lot of human trafficking that be going on. And anyways, it was late at night. I'm in my room, my little brother in his room and everything. But my mama in the living room. And she told me that she seen some Issacharite, with like, covered up. I'm talking about he had a hoodie on with like kind of like a mask or some shit. All you could see was his eyes or something. Basically looking in the, in the front door, because we got like a glass door. And he was looking through it, at my mama. You know what I mean? And it scared the shit out of him. And basically what she assuming is that, they plan on snatching up, my brother, baby mama, and his baby, because, she's always outside by herself, which is, you can't tell female shit. Females thinking that they can, hold their own and all that. If a motherfucker try to snatch them up, when it's gonna be a completely different story, man. Females don't really know how strong men really are. You know what I mean? There's a difference between a man and a woman. There's a reason why Yahweh Shai has it that a man protects a woman and not a woman protects a man. We built completely different. You know what I mean? If we was the same, you motherfuckers would be playing in the NFL with them big swole niggas. But that's not the case, is it? You not fighting against men, are you? In the UFC or boxing? No. It's because we not the same. And you getting ready to get humbled real soon, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing about you women here in Babylon. You know what I mean? I just saw a brother do a lesson on this too. You know what I'm saying? Speaking about, I think it's in Isaiah, maybe 32, Salaki if I'm wrong. But it says, rise, you women are at ease, because the women here in America are at ease, man. And that is a perfect example of that Northern Kingdom Eve marrying the Edomite. You at ease. You don't even know who your enemy is. That just shows that you comfortable and you not really worried about shit in this society. The whole time this man is your enemy. You know what I'm saying? Them conquistadors, them the same people that's over here, man. They just got the title of a so-called American on them, man. Right? But you getting ready to see that they your number one enemy. And you women out here that don't think that you need a man, or you doing your man wrong, hey, you gonna want to get right in that time, man. Right? But this ain't what that lesson or what this lesson is about. It's about the Lord really sending out judgment. You know what I mean? Because, hey, these are the times that we living in. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. Every time I turn on the news, it's something, man. And call her law, Yahweh, by Shimmy Hawashai, and I don't want to the Lord, and keep his foot on the gas, man. Right. But I want to grab this real quick. Some of the few things that I've been, that I've been seeing so far. All right. And as a matter of fact, before I get that, let's go to this real quick. These are all the mass shootings that happened in 2023 so far. And this is the first month. I go down, look, boom. Look at all these damn mass shootings. And it's 2 pages worth. All right. It's hella in California. January 6th. Let me see. 3 killed, which is, that ain't shit. You know what I mean? That's really not even a mass shooting. These times that we in, don't be surprised if, these motherfuckers hyped over the Super Bowl. Don't be surprised if everybody at this Super Bowl, they, hell yeah, doing all this and getting rowdy, enjoying their time, and then the Lord just makes something happen like that. The Lord sent a juggernaut in that bitch and have thousands of people just blown down, or maybe the Lord just blow up the stadium. Ain't no telling. All right. The most recent ones, if I'm not mistaken, been in Cali though. Yep, 7 at a Half Moon Bay. You had one in Oakland, and a lot of these motherfuckers not even mass shootings. 3, damn, 12. Hold up, that's in Cali too. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they said, 25 dead? Yep. Let me grab it real quick if it load up. Yep, it says 8 days, 25 dead. California shaken by string of mass shootings, which is all judgment from Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. And these things gonna keep happening. You know what I mean? And really what I'm getting from it is, Esau could possibly be setting them up, you know what I'm saying, just so they can take away, you know what I'm saying, these Babylonian Second Amendments, so they'd be easier to come in and raid and all that, with the UN troops. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, this is judgment. All right? And say if this wasn't, you know what I'm saying, the real deal. Hey, eventually it is gonna be the real deal. You know what I mean? Wait until, that sedition kick in over here. Wait until, the food shortages really do happen. Because we speak about it so damn much, we get tiring, but this shit gonna happen though, either way it go. Eggs is going up like that. Everything is getting expensive. So wait until, people get real desperate. You're gonna really see, how violent it's gonna get out here. Because the Lord said, by violence shall that great city Babylon fall, man. And the Lord meant what he said. And if it's getting violent now, what you think it's gonna be, in that time? You know what I'm saying? When we at the tip of Jacob's trouble, where the shit is just escalating like that. You know what I mean? You got everybody on edge. You know what I'm saying? Because right now it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You walk up the street, you might fuck around and get shot or snatched up or whatever. And ain't nothing really going on like that. So just wait until, all those things that's listed in 2nd Ezra 16, when that start to happen, you can just only use your imagination of what's going to happen, because that's not even going to do it justice. You know what I mean? The scripture speaks about how you going to have people out here that's, that's going to be having, their heart's going to be melting. In other words, they're going to be, having heart attacks, and their mind just not going to be able to deal with all the things that's going to be happening out here. All right? And I ain't going to, get this or read all this, but y'all pretty much get the point on that. And I think I got something else put up. This is it right here. It says Nepal plane crash, death toll rises to 70. Handover of bodies begin. All right. And if that ain't judgment for your ass, man, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? That's 72 souls, or 70 souls that got snatched from the earth in a blink of an eye. You know what I'm saying? Showing you the power of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord crashed this plane. You know what I'm saying? Because when you read the Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter, hey, the Lord said what? You know what I'm saying? It ain't the vehicle that's getting you to your, your destination. You know what I'm saying? But it's, the Lord. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and grab it, because that's a cold-ass scripture, man. Let me see it real quick. Salakia. As a matter of fact, I got to go ahead and get this, since I got to pull it up. Amos 3:6 said, like, trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Because, back then, we had different sounds for trumpets. You know what I'm saying? Trumpets for feasts, trumpets for the new moon, the new moon. And also trumpets for, somebody getting ready to invade, basically danger. And this is concerning, a trumpet of danger. So back then, when that watchman was on that watchtower blowing that trumpet, everybody was like, oh shit, like, what the fuck going on? Oh shit, somebody finna break in, or what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? Wait until like the brother Amawanga, or the elder Amawanga Bar, he did a lesson on how, when you see that emergency warning, you know what I'm saying, on your TV, like the little and this is not a warning. That shit. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. That's like a trumpet kind of. Imagine, you know what I'm saying, you got a warning like that on your TV, you're going to start panicking, man. All right? It says, shall there be evil in the city and the Lord hath not done it? You know what I'm saying? And the answer is yes. You know what I'm saying? When you see somebody out here, it can be a, a smaller judgment. Somebody get into a car crash, that shit is crazy too. You know what I mean? Because in a car crash, you can get your head chopped off. You can lose limbs and shit. You can get burnt up. The motor can go through your ass. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You see somebody just trip and fall and bump their head on the curb and die. That's judgment from the Lord, man. So the Lord is doing all these things, and he going to continue to do these things at a more grand level. You know what I mean? Just wait until, that time do come, man. All right, but I want to grab this real quick, since I spoke about it. All right, but this is Wisdom of Solomon 14:1. It says again, one preparing himself to sail and about to pass through the raging waves calleth upon a piece of wood more rotten than the vessel that carried him. More verily, desire of gain devised that, and the workman built it by his skill. But thy providence, O Father, governeth. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is the one that's controlling, you know what I'm saying, that if you in a chariot, you in a car, you know what I'm saying, you on a plane, whatever it is, the Lord is the one that's controlling that. You know what I mean? The motor, yes, in that motherfucker. But if the Lord with that motor to shut down and fail, that's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? This is the power of the Lord, man. All right, it says, for thou hast made a way in the sea and a safe path in the waves. You know what I'm saying? And what this just reminded me of was Jonah. You know what I mean? Guess who crashed that boat he was on? Hey, the Lord did. You know what I'm saying? And the people that he was with, they knew that. You know what I mean? It says, showing that thou can save from all danger. Yea, though a man went to sea without art, nevertheless thou wouldest not that the works of thy wisdom should be idle, and therefore do men commit their lives to a small piece of wood and pass through the sea in a weak vessel are saved. You know what I mean? And, these vessels, you know what I'm saying, that we travel in, this shit is weak. You know what I mean? Your car, because I used to do body work. These cars ain't, stiff like that. You know what I'm saying? One little bump and, hey, this shit gonna be out of there. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to take it to the body shop and get it fixed, and it's gonna cost you thousands of dollars just to get some cheap shit on it. Let me tell you what, if you got a dent, what people do, they just put some Bondo in there and sand that shit down and the dent is gone, man. You know what I mean? So this vessel that you traveling in is not nothing. You know what I mean? This is why, hey, every day when you leave the house, hey, you should be, hey, Babu Kashaya, how about Shema Shah? You know what I mean? Satar, which means to protect. You know what I mean? Because we in the midst of the valley of the shadow of death, man. Which is Babylon the Great. Death is on every side down here, man. You know what I'm saying? Or we're in the States. You know what I mean? You got people that's, strung out on dope, and they can take something the wrong way and start dumping at you or something. That type of shit happens. You know what I mean? Because it's over here where I'm from, seen it on the news that, it's a lot of people that get road rage down here. And with all the guns down here, people, they not giving a damn. But basically, you know what I'm saying, two people pulled over, dude hopped out and started busting at him, man. You know what I mean? And, hey, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's exactly what's happening. All right, let me continue to read, though. It says, for blessed is the wood whereby righteousness cometh, but that which is made with hands is cursed, as well it as he made it, he that made it. He because he made it, and it because being corruptible it was called God. And that's a lot of people that depend on, vehicles or these different vessels that they travel in to get them to their destination. The whole time you putting your trust in, some shit that came from earth and, the man above. All right, the one that actually has control over your life that can take your soul just like that. All right, but that's pretty much the point on this. And I'm gonna probably just go ahead and end it there, man. It's a lot of scriptures that I can get. Deuteronomy 32 and 39, Isaiah 45 and 7, but I really just had this one scripture in mind, man. Amos 3 and 6. Shall that be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it. Because the Lord is at his soul snatching, man. Right, and it's only gonna get a lot more worse, as Yahushua begins to return. All right, so with that being said, Adam Ratazada, lesson was edifying. I pray it was edifying. And that it was that the point was proven. All right, but call Allah Yahweh by Shema Al-Shah, by Shema Kakadas, Shalawam and Abba.